Heavy on the wrist, baby.
Welcome to Heavy on the Wrist podcast. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, so we got Brianna Buttacavoli. Is that how you say it?
Buttacavoli.
Buttacavoli.
Ooh,
Okay.
is that Italian?
Spelling was
Italian.
my strong suit in school, but thanks for coming on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the things you got going on. You know, you're up and coming fashion designer. I've seen some of your clothes. I've seen some of your things. What you got going on right now?
Right now, I've just been working on a few projects, getting ready to go into college soon in the city. Really excited for that. Been working really hard just to get where I want to go.
That's
Absolutely.
dope. So,
And how did you get started into fashion?
Well, I'm sorry?
I said, how did you get started into fashion? What led you into that being your go-to?
I was little, I always liked seeing it, and my aunt, she used to work at QVC, so I was always wondering what she was doing and seeing what she was doing. And soon enough, I started wanting to do the same exact thing. And then around 11th grade, I got into BOCES, and that's when I really got to learn about designing and sewing and all that stuff. So it's always been a dream of mine since I was little.
that's dope. That's dope. So you're planning on attending college for fashion in the fall?
Yeah.
What college will you be attending?
I'm going to LIM College. It's a Laboratory Institute of Merchandising. So I'm going to be on the business side and hopefully work my way up into going to designing.
That's dope. So do you just design your own clothes or do you design them for a company, or you just, how do you go about designing those?
Right now, I've been designing clothes for myself, for my friends, but I hope soon enough I'll be able to start my own company up and start designing for a lot of people.
And what fashion designer? I mean, because you know that you're following the footsteps of some very, very, very major fashion designers. Who has inspired you? What brand can you say that you're closest to?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I just know that, I follow a lot of them. I follow every single one of them, and I watch a lot of them. One of my favorite designers actually is an old one, Coconut Chanel. She really changed the game up for fashion. She really started out making people feel more confident, and that girls could do the same thing as guys can. And I really want to just make it so I could change the game up as well and do something better that's not been seen, because it's a really difficult game out there to compete with all of these different brands.
Absolutely. What's your favorite Chanel quote?
I can't even choose. That's a hard one.
She has a ton of them. Absolutely. So, do you see yourself doing any type of shows? Do you do any shows? What about the Fashion Week? Have you ever been to Fashion Week?
No, I haven't, but I know soon enough I'll be able to intern a lot of that and see behind the scenes, which is really dope, because I really want to be able to know what it takes and what goes behind it, because a lot of stuff goes behind the scenes that get really unnoticed.
Yes.
So do you model your own clothes as well, or do you have people that model your clothes?
It goes both ways. I mean, right now I've been modeling my own or just having friends. I have my camera. I'm really into photography too, so it really helps me do that. I've been trying to get more into photography for other of my friends that are also designing clothes. So it's all about just passing it around and getting through.
That's dope.
So do you have a name? What is your brand name? Are you branding yourself right now?
Not yet, but I hope soon enough that I'll be able to plan something out where I can make it work. But as of right now, I'm just kind of just making whatever and just doing whatever because I love it.
I mean, so if I wanted to wear one of your fashions, what would I call it? Is it just called the Brianna?
Probably, or go by my last name or something. Anything.
Ooh, that's nice. I would use the last name, because once you have a name for yourself, then that's it. That's your brand. You hear Gucci, then you know that's the Gucci family. So I would definitely keep it as a name thing, because you're keeping that in the family.
So you're designing women's clothes, correct?
Yeah, I do women's clothes. I mostly do for streetwear. I love all streetwear. I like mixing and matching everything, and I think that's definitely been a very big trend going on lately. everyone's onto streetwear. It's whatever you want. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, and that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Now, what are you? Okay, so there's this thing called unisex attire. Is that something that you thinking about adding to your collection?
Oh yeah, for sure. I know, like I said before, with street style, it's both. Like, you see girls wearing guys' clothes. I know, even when I go out to the stores, I see a lot of people going into men's section where it's just old girls going to that. So I definitely would want to contribute to that because I know I find myself the most comfortable in men's fashion.
Yeah, it is a comfort level in men's fashion.
Well, if somebody wanted to like look at your clothing line or check you out, where can they find your your catalog?
Right now, I've been actually trying to work on something right now, but that's not done yet. But right now, it's kind of just like anyone that hits me up on any social media, I'm ready to do whatever. It's very time consuming, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Now, we were talking earlier in one of our segments about a plus size or BBWs. Do you have a line of clothes for every shape and size?
One thing is for sure, though, I always want to make sure that everyone can enjoy things because I know nowadays, when it comes to bigger sizes or anything like that, it's hard to find clothes that make you feel confident because a lot of the fashion world changes upon it and has a view of what you should look like. And I don't believe in that. I really just believe that everyone should just be confident in their own skin. So I definitely would want to contribute that into my fashion.
That's dope. Yeah, because there's some ladies out there and they really can't fit into some of the smaller stuff. But yeah, just show some love. So, what platforms? Like, if someone wanted to find you, what platforms are you on?
Mostly Instagram. That's where I like to post all my things. Definitely gonna be posting some upcoming things that I have going on soon on there.
Yeah. So shout out. Let the people know how to follow you on IG, how they can check you out, and just reach out to you. There might be some people that might want to, buy a couple of things. I've seen a couple of your things. They're nice. I mean, you definitely took the time to put some thought into it.
Are you on Etsy?
No, I'm not, but I really want to try to create my own website just so everyone could just go on there and see what I have.
Okay.
That's dope.
All right. And go ahead and let everyone know your Instagram so that we can go and check you out and show our love and support to you.
Yeah, you can check me out on bb.figueroa, Figueroa.
That's it, right? Made it easy. Very simple, guys.
There you go.
It's a one-stop shop, okay? All right, we got the next designer. Listen, it's always a pleasure to meet you before you hit while you're on the rise. So we see you on the rise, and definitely we look forward to supporting and seeing more of your fashion.
That's dope. Thanks for coming on the podcast. It's been a blessing.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me anytime.
All right, we look forward to seeing you.
Heavy on the wrist.